Hello again. I just received and read a article on Newsmax. You're not going to have to look for it, I'll attach it. The title is Obama to hold meetings Monday on Ferguson, and that would make it like today. And what the article says here is President Barack Obama to discuss the situation in Ferguson, Missouri, Monday with his cabinet. Civil rights leaders, law enforcement officials, and others. The White House says Obama's cabinet meeting will focus on his administration's review of federal programs that provide military-style equipment to law enforcement agencies. The White House says the president will also meet with young civil rights leaders to discuss the challenges posed by, quote, mistrust between law enforcement and the communities of color. End of quote. He'll then meet with government and law enforcement officials as well as other community leaders to discuss how to strengthen the neighborhoods. Why don't they spend a little bit of time talking about those 4 blacks that pulled that 32-year-old guy out of his car and beat him to death with a hammer? Why isn't that even mentioned? Why is no one talking about it? Other than a little blurb that we saw. This is completely crazy. Obama's cabinet is totally corrupt and dysfunctional. And what does he anticipate resolving? Nothing. They're looking to blame the whites for all the ills of America. No different than Barack who blames America for all the ills of the world. That's what he does. He's a community organizer. Divide to conquer. That's what he does. There's no mention at all of the horrific, horrendous slaughter of an innocent man that was sitting in his car when it was attacked by 4 black youths with hammers. They beat him to death with hammers. How barbaric is that? What kind of suffering was he exposed to? Why aren't there civil rights violations being brought against these black folks? Why isn't Eric H. Holder Jr. doing a civil rights investigation against these black folks? They took away the civil rights of a white man. What the hell is wrong with this country? Doesn't anybody see the inequities of what's going on? The unbalance of what's going on? Barack Hussein Obama, what a jackass. He needs to be arrested. He needs to be tried for treason. And if he's found guilty, he needs to be punished accordingly. The same fate as Saddam Hussein should be brought against Barack Hussein Obama. Unbelievable. You know, it goes on to say there have been demonstrations in more than 100 cities across the country, on public roads, in shopping malls, and government buildings. These are all acts of terror. That's what they all are. And that's what they should be looked at. And who started it all? Well, I gotta believe that the Brown family is complicit. Eric Holder's complicit. Barack Obama's complicit. Al Sharpton's complicit. Jesse Jackson's complicit. That's for starters. That's what I think. So what do you think?